Yes, people, welcome to another edition of From a Third Eye View on Pi Radio, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and I'm joined by my fellow co-host, Mr. I've seen more in the night than you've seen in your life, Mr. Liverpool FC, Mr. You'll Never Walk Alone FC, Bloodstro, a.k.a. Stro, a.k.a. Stato, is in the building. What are you telling me, Stro? You good first and foremost?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm very, very good. How are you?
I'm good. Why are you? So are you happy for? Is it for footballing reasons or non-footballing reasons or both?
Definitely non-footballing reasons. It's 100% footballing reasons.
Right, so
more than anything, though, I am very, very happy with the fact that you brought your Russian hat today.
Oh, this guy. So I'm just trying to stay warm. That's all it is.
All it is.
Yeah, it's not a fashion accessory. Just because I make it look good doesn't mean it's a fashion accessory. That's just because I'm trying to stay warm. Draw out the big. You know how cold it is outside. What did I do when I walked into this room? I was like, is the radiator on? It's even cold in the building. Never mind outside. Am I lying? Am I lying? Tell me I'm lying. To me, is it not cold outside?
Yeah, it's actually.
It's very cold.
No. Like, obviously, it's cold outside. We're talking about in here, though.
Yeah, in here? Yeah, nah, that's just because I need to get my hair plaited. That's what it is. I need to get my hair plaited. That's why I combed it out today, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, the hat. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see me hooded up on the streams or with hats on. But sometimes it's like I don't comb the hair. Sometimes I do. But yeah, I need to get my hair plaited. But it's finding the time strong. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm out here working expeditiously. You feel me? Expeditiously. But I'm glad you're good, even though it is for footballing reasons, unfortunately. But it is transfer deadline day, people. So we will be discussing
deadline day. Woo!
All of those things. We will be discussing all those things. We got a lot
discuss.
to discuss. And unfortunately, as always, we got to discuss off the field things that are involving people in football.
I nearly said something which I shouldn't have then.
That's good.
In terms of
we got to talk about we got to talk about, even though it's from people within football, whether that's players, whether that's managers, fans, but we have to talk about all of the, I'm trying to keep this clean here, all of the nonsense and stupidness that goes along with football. So I'm sure you lot in the comments might have questions for us, but we're gonna have to address this, and this is very tough to keep it clean, speaking on this individual. Obviously, what came out about Mason Greenwood was absolutely sickening. I was on my socials. I was doing shows yesterday speaking about it, and I'm saying there is no defense of this whatsoever. I hear people talking about his footballing career going to waste, his talent, people using it as a shot to big up other Manchester United players, or using it as a shot to big up whether it's Saka or a Mason Mount. That's nothing to do with what's happened.
No.
Like, that's like, some things are much, much bigger in football. I know some people can't deal with that, the fact that me and Stroll are brothers, but we support we support each other's arch enemies, and that can run, that's fine. But some things are bigger than football, and that's one of them. The same way my friendship with Stroll is bigger than football. It's the same thing as this. Like, it's much, much bigger in football. And the allegations that came out regarding Mason Greenwood are disgusting. He should never play football again. Never mind play for Manchester United. He should never play professional football again. Throw him under the jail. How much more? I see people talking about, we need two sides to the story. How much more evidence do you need? The pictures was bad enough.
Not after that.
But the audio is the most damning thing. The audio is so disgusting and sickening. I wish that I hadn't heard it.
Yeah, same.
It gave me flashbacks into why, and I've still not watched it to this day, is the George Floyd situation. I've still not watched that video because
I can't watch that video.
And I don't want to. I went onto because it was slides when I was watching it on. I stumbled across the Greenwood audio by accident. I didn't know what it was. And I heard it, and it's sickening. So to all the people defending it, you're a fool. That's the cleanest start keeper. You're a fool. And I hate that. Let's two sides. Guaranteed, if that's your mum, there's no two sides to the story. That's your daughter, there's not two sides to the story. That's your niece, there's no two sides to the story. That's your sister, that's no two sides to the story. That's a female relative you are close to, that's no two sides to the story. But because it's Mason Greenwood, the Manchester United footballer, and not Mason Greenwood, who works, works a regular job, all of a sudden you want to defend this because he's a talented footballer. Nah, man, I let you go. I'm saying throw him under the jail.
I got a lot to say on this topic. I'm irritated in multiple different avenues and multiple different reasons. Number one, let's not forget there is one victim in this.
Yes.
It isn't the Manchester United fans.
No.
It isn't the football fans. It isn't England fans. It's the young woman that had to go through the distress of this. Let's make that clear. She's the only victim in this.
Facts.
Only victim.
Facts. Facts.
But yeah, I went on the timeline yesterday and none of it was ever discussed about her. It was all about Mason Greenwood's career.
Ridiculous.
And what a wasted career. And it's like, hold up. What she had to go through. And the fact that she had the thought process to pull a phone out and record it, knowing that she's not been, or like that's not the first time she's experienced something like this.
Absolutely. Why would you record your partner?
Exactly my point.
That's exactly what I was saying. I'm like,
Exactly
why
my point.
would you record? It's not like it was just a one-off. They were together.
Yeah, so
Pictures
it's
of them
like
together.
so she knows full well, right, I need to pull my phone out here to record evidence because we've been here time and time again. And I just feel so sorry for her.
Yep.
And then the fact that she's having to delete her socials and she's radio silence and stuff like that. Now, this isn't the first time I've heard about this. I heard about this September, October. There was news broke out that Mason Greenwood was done for kidnapping, and then there was a footballer that was accused of rape. But then when the Benjamin Mendy stuff came out, everyone put two and two together and assumed that it was Benjamin Mendy, and it wasn't. And then you fully understand why Mason Greenwood wasn't involved in the England squads. And then you fully understand why he was in and out of the Manchester United team, and then you start to put two and two together, and it's just like, wow. Do you know what disgusted me the most? Two things. One, how dare you compare Ravel Morrison and Mason Greenwood's careers? Did you see that newspaper article?
I didn't see it, fortunately enough.
How dare you?
I was in the trenches all yesterday because I had people in my not that, and I want to give credit because the majority of my timeline on socials was like had our thought process on it, but I had that odd idiot in my mentions talking about there's two sides to the story.
Let me read this.
Wait until he's innocent until proven guilty.
Let me read this nonsense, right? And this is legit. A newspaper article has done this. Manchester United fans feared that Mason Greenwood could throw a career away like Ravel Morrison after video and voice note released today from alleged partner regarding Mason Greenwood's alleged incident. What's Rav got to do with this?
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But again, that's
wait. So what about all the other Manchester United academy stars that never made it through? What about all the white Manchester United academy stars that never made it through? I don't see their names getting clipped up and brought up, but you go straight for Rav.
Yep.
Make it make sense to me.
Facts.
So that irritated me because it's got nothing to do with him.
Zero.
He is grinding to keep a football club together at Derby.
Facts.
Not knowing if he's going to get his wages week in, week out. One of the founding members of the Football League, on the verge of going bankrupt and gone, exactly like Berry. And he's there because of Wayne Rooney. And them two are doing a phenomenal job together. And you want to drag his name in the dirt and associate him with this? Have a word. And then secondly, I'm sorry, her dad needs to get in the bin. Did you see that statement? Did you see?
Yep.
I have got a 3.5-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I've never been more angered from reading something on a page than the last time I read the Sun newspaper talking about Hillsborough.
Because I bet.
Disgusting.
For you as a dad, it hit home.
Nah, like, I got so mad.
Yeah, it hit home.
Because he's obviously looking at it like, but, like, Mason's got a bit of money.
Money.
Like I'm going to lose out on a lot of money here.
Money.
Like, It's like, that's your flesh. That's your daughter.
Money.
Watch the video. Listen to the voice note. Listen to that audio clip and tell me that doesn't disgust you to your bone.
Sickening.
And you want to release a statement like that. Like, nah, you fully need to get in the bin. Like, all of the bin. Like, you are
throwing him into the jail with Mason.
Like, nah, you are a disgrace to actual fathers who grind day in, day out for their kids, their little girls, who go to work 9 to 5 and put a graft in to put food on the table, to put clothes on the backs. You literally, honestly, that wound me up so much yesterday. Like I said at the beginning, one victim in this isn't football fans, isn't Manchester United fans, isn't Mason Greenwood fans. It's the woman that got put through this horrible ordeal.
And people don't understand as well what that does to somebody to be domestically abused and sexually abused. That messes with you physically and that messes with you mentally long after. I have someone who is very close to me, extremely close to me.
Same.
A female who has been through that. You don't just get over it.
No.
That messes you up. Like, that changes your outlook on life. And that's the worst part about it. This is why I'm saying throw him under the jail. That's the third thing I said. There was no defense of this whatsoever. Throw him under the jail. The evidence is all there. People talking about, oh, it's not his. You heard the voice note, people. You heard her calling Mason.
Yeah.
There's pictures of them together. There's pictures of the abuse. So not only was it sexual, it was also physical and violent also.
Mental abuse as
Yo,
well.
I say this all the time. God press the reset button. Say this all the time. I say it constantly. God has to press the reset button. 110%.
Yeah, I was triggered yesterday.
So yeah, that's all I want to say. And everyone in the comments as well, please keep it clean or you will be blocked. Like, this ain't the time to be making jokes.
Nope.
And that goes for your socials, people making prison FC jokes. It's not a laughing matter.
Yeah, nah, like, yeah.
Prison FC jokes. And using that as a chance, like I said at the very top, to say, my star boy is better than your star boy. Or this is why this Manchester United player's star. This has nothing to do with football.
No.
Football should not be matched. This has nothing whatsoever to do with football.
This is just being a good human being.
Yeah.
That's it.
God press the reset button. I say all the time. Say it all of the time. God has to press the reset button. Absolutely. So yeah, we'll move off of that. Big up to everyone in the comments as well. Make sure you hit the like button on the video, whether you're watching this live or watching this back. Make sure you share and subscribe to the channel as well. I see Emmanuel in the comments, Ryan. I seen Stu as well. Stu, no jokes. Like, that's Ryan. Big up to Brushy in the comments as well. So yeah, man, that's pretty much all I have to say on that. But yeah, Jimmy will keep an eye. Please, can you keep an eye on the comments as well, please, my guy, on the YouTube comments, just in case anything pops up or anyone has any. We will get to your questions, people, towards the end. Any questions you have. Another thing we need to go to now, back into football related, even though it's still not what's on the pitch. It's always some off the field stuff all the time. Like, we're talking about that Greenwood situation. That's nothing to do with football. That's off the field. This next topic we're going into, which I forgot about until Stroll mentioned, again, is off the field.
I know where we're going.
You know exactly where we're going. As always, he's been to this. He's been on this show many times. One of the first guests on. He was one of the first free guests on the show. Big up to our guy Saeed. Saeed TV.
No. Big up our family, Saeed.
Yes. Big up to family. Yep. Big up the family tree, Saeed, who continues to grow.
Continues to show love.
Yeah, man. Continues to shine.
Continues to put people on. Like, people don't understand what he does behind the scenes.
Facts. And we need to get him back on air. It's been a minute, actually. But yeah, like, he helped us tremendously. He helped the show. He helped me individually. He helped you individually. Like, we all know what he did. You've been on his channel. I've been on his channel as well. And he does continue to grow. You see him on his own channel doing big things. You see him on Don Robbie doing big things. You see him on the Big Six show doing big things as well.
And the reason why we're bringing this up.
So why we're bringing this up is
see him
because
on.
For those that know, you know what I'm saying, everyone knows Rio Ferdinand.
Who?
Manchester United legend.
Who?
Rio Ferdinand. Let me reiterate that, people. Rio Ferdinand, Manchester United legend. England legend. One of the best centre-backs in the Premier League ever. Wherever you rank him is a whole different conversation. One of the best Manchester United centre-backs.
Like, we're not talking about Matthew Upson here. We're talking about
the creme de la creme.
Like the creme de la creme.
To me, the only centre-back I've seen at Manchester United that I'm saying is better than him is Jaap Stam.
Like,
that's legit it.
Like I was off topic a bit, but it's coming onto the point, and I'll come back onto it in a minute. I was watching Steven Gerrard's Soccer Box with Gary Neville, and he was talking about why was it we would always target Vidic as a player. He was like, because Ferdinand's got the strength, Ferdinand's got the pace, he's got the ability, he's got the mental. He's like, he knew how to read the game. He was like, whereas Vidic was always rash, and he could expose him 1v1. He went, you couldn't do that with Ferdinand. This man was genuinely one of the greatest centre-backs I've ever seen in Premier League football.
Quality. Of course. Like, put it this way, if you do an all-time Premier League 11, he's in the conversation to get in the team. Whether you put him in there or not.
If not in there, he's, yeah.
My point is that he's in the conversation. Like, if you put him in the conversation, no one's saying, nah. He shouldn't be in the conversation. That's how good he is. He's Manchester United. And further to our point that we're getting on to, he's Manchester United through and through. Let's not forget that. He is Manchester United through and through. But
not just that, though. Sorry to interrupt. It's not just Manchester United through and through. He's what he does for the community, what he does for he's another one where he'll put people on. Like, he loves to see people shine and succeed. Like, you see him on his show with,
you see him with Culture
with
Camps.
Stephen Howson and, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Joel and stuff like that. And then off the back of this, you then see where the whole controversy came
That's
from.
exactly where we're going to go into. So he has his own channel,
Mhm.
Live, and Rio Ferdinand decided to put a podcast together from, content creators, but we ain't real fans. We're doing this for clout. We're doing this for views. We don't really love the club. But then Rio Ferdinand comes and handpicks, because you could have picked anybody. He comes and you see multiple people on there. Saeed being one of them. James Redmond being another one as well. Loves to James every single time. So Saeed obviously was on Rio Ferdinand's podcast. He got announced. He got released. And as you know, obviously myself and Stro and many others showing nothing but love. Great to see. I love to see my people
Love to see it.
You know why?
Especially in that kind of limelight, like Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah, it makes the scene stronger, and that adds to Saeed's power. You know what I'm saying? That adds to his star power. But then him shining.
But not just that, it's like you've got kids coming up who are like watching people like Saeed, and they're like, wait a minute, Rio Ferdinand, like a United legend, is putting on a United fan. A United fan.
He was through and through. Saeed is through and through. He is all like you've seen his fan cams and his match reactions when he's in the stadium. Buzzwords galore. That's what he is. He is Mr. Buzzwords. He's always talking about this is the theatre of dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, the emotions.
Loves it.
The Stratford and like he should be a motivational speaker to the team. Like he gives it is. Like you love it. And you love to see that. So obviously Saeed was on there. It got announced. The video came out. Myself and Strawmans, many others showed nothing but love and support to Saeed, because I love to see my brothers shining. Yeah, and then you get the usual, you know what I'm saying? I see free tax.
But it wasn't.
The racismo, you know what I'm saying, was running strong.
Like, it wasn't just like usual though. Like,
it was more than that. Your top reds.
He was trending.
He trended, yes. Let's not forget 14K tweets, people. 14K. 14K.
He rattled an entire football community.
He trended on, there's rappers who have millions upon millions of pounds behind their releases who don't trend on Twitter. People spend money to trend on Twitter.
I know.
He trended on 14K tweets.
Within an hour.
And it wasn't even a full day.
That's my point.
In the afternoon and last, he's trending.
Yeah, like, I see that. I was like,
I trended the entire day.
Like, I was drinking people's tears.
No, because the day I'm supposed to put this out there. The day I trend for something on Twitter, I'm changing my number. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving the country. People, just putting that out there. The day that I trend for whatever it is.
Yeah, I've been there. It's not nice.
Go on. But yeah, as I was saying, trended 14K tweets. People big mad. Like, I've seen people succeed.
So the one that got me was, oh, that's it. Was planning to watch this, never watching this again. Rio Ferdinand, I'm unsubscribing from your channel. I was like,
I'm sure it'll be.
Do you understand the star power this man has that we're talking about? This is Saeed we're talking about. This isn't just anybody.
Facts.
The positions that he's helped put me and you in, the stuff that he's done for people behind the scenes, which obviously we're not going to go into because we're not just going to air business, but me and you know the stuff that he's done for people behind the scenes.
Facts.
This man is a legit legend.
Absolutely.
And one of the best people you will ever meet.
100%.
One of the nicest people you ever meet. Like, I've seen him outside the stadium taking pictures with kids, families.
He's a star.
Like he's a star. Like he's got time for everyone.
Facts.
Like think about it. When we first started in this mad journey with Pi Radio and stuff like, he didn't need to come on the show.
Absolutely didn't.
But he did. And not only did he come on the show, like, he extended the olive branch. Like, yeah, come on other shows. Come on my channel. Come and do this. Come do that. Like,
Facts.
And then look at the relationship that spawned off the back of it. Like, this man is legit family to us.
Facts. 100%.
I loved every single bit of it. Like,
the
pure anger.
And he lapped it up as well, which was great.
Oh yeah, I was chatting to him like he loved it.
He lapped it up, which is great, because it's great. What you don't understand, people, is when somebody trends, that adds to their star power. Brands will look at that. Like, why is such and such trending? All right, then let's go and do business with him.
There used to be an old saying, which is, was it all news isn't all?
Yeah, all publicity is good publicity.
That was it.
And which for like 99.9% of things, yes, especially in this social media era.
Especially with this circumstance that we're talking about now.
Absolutely.
All you did was, Rio Ferdinand literally just looked at the analytics, just looked at just got, wait a minute, he's 14k and he's trending.
Yeah.
So then he's thinking at it, right, people are going to watch it just because they want to see him
Facts.
mess up and say something stupid.
Facts.
But you still got viewers that way. People are going to watch it because they love Saeed. People are going to watch it because it's Rio Ferdinand. It all just adds into this one big cauldron of success.
Because, if Rio Ferdinand's smart, because obviously they had to take it down and it was nothing to do with Saeed, it was other reasons. You think Rio Ferdinand's not going to get Saeed back? Of course he is. Of course, you trended.
He's one of the first people he's getting back.
He is definitely
him,
first.
James, come on.
Because it's like the star power they bring, like, oh, people, all right, yeah, this can work. And then say Rio actually jumps on the podcast himself.
It's a wrap. It's game over.
Once Rio decides, or he could just be doing it to me and just in the background.
Just sat there.
Yeah, he could just be chilling and just like laughing stuff because Rio be busting joke and stuff like that anyway. And then you know what also he's going to say to Saeed is and what people are going to hate is, you got anyone else you can recommend?
Yeah,
Any United fans? Any Liverpool fans? A City fan?
Yeah, but
and then you bring in the rest. You kick down the door for one. You let everybody in.
But then people are like, yeah, but I remember watching a video of when Ferdinand pulled up on the fan channel and was just like, what are you talking about? Like, that's Rio. Mm-hmm. And then off the back of that, him and Flex have had a good relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, this man's been breaking down doors for content creators, breaking down doors.
Facts.
100%. Oh, I love to see it.
Because they hate him being successful. And it also adds into that Rio Ferdinand, who, the top Reds idolize and they support it because they've been going since 1960 and their grandparents went and their parents went and they've gone and their son's gone and they've got all the shirts and fan cams are toxic and they hate the club. Now, one of your legends knows Saeed. Has no idea. Someone made that point. Has no idea who you are, but he knows Saeed. You think him? Of course, him and Saeed talk.
No. Not just knows Saeed.
But knows him very well.
He purposely picked out Saeed because he is a fan of Saeed. Let me just make that clear.
Facts.
The man that you idolise and put on a pedestal, who was a United legend that you've watched and probably got shirts in your closet and stuff like that, and you wear that because you love the retro vibe and you go to United games and you constantly sing Rio Ferdinand songs. That man handpicked the man that you really want to jump on Twitter about and cry in your mum's loft. What we doing here? Come on,
you love to see it, man, and he's gonna continue to shine as well. That's the thing that bothers people. Like they can't stop the rain.
He is going from strength to strength.
You can't stop the rain.
Hey.
Can't stop the rain and that.
Hey, do you remember the film Unstoppable when Denzel had to jump on a train? There ain't no Denzel in this story. Saeed's just going to keep rolling and rolling.
Keep rolling, man. They can't stop that. I'm running with that from now on, yo. They can't stop the rain.
Nah, they can't stop the rain.
They really can't. It's like Manchester. You can't stop the rain and that, yo. Like, there's rain any day.
Every day.
You know, if it's not one day, it's coming the next day.
Even when it's sun shining, the rain's just around the corner.
Can't stop the rain.
Can't stop the rain.
Oh, my God.
What a beautiful thing to see, though. 14,000 tweets.
Love to see it. 14K. So, yeah, we say all that to say this. You can't stop the rain, number one.
Keep shining, number two.
Number two, and keep shining. And three, and we're going to continue to support and just grow stronger as a brand, like individually and collectively. Like I say this all the time, winner's circle. Everybody in this content creator space that we know, winner's circle. Whether it's me,
winner's circle.
Whether it's Stro, whether it's when JV is back, who I spoke to. Big up to JV. Make sure you go follow his new Instagram account.
Yeah,
as well.
Make sure. Yeah,
that's one got hot. Whether it's JV, whether it's a Saeed, whether it's a Nuruddin. I seen Aaron doing new things like in his new podcast setup. He's got the new. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen
lovely.
That.
Big up to Aaron. That's just three people we just named.
Whether it's James, whether it's Kopish, whether it's
Kopish on your end with the Liverpool book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Kopish, whether it's James, whether it's a month on Big 6 Months, whether it's a rant. You know what I'm saying?
Whether it's the man on Sarcasm City,
whether it's the man on side, whether it's a Matisse who's been on Sky Sports News. Shout out to my guy Matisse every single time. And I'm saying out there, talking in the Lukaku situation, whether it's a Lewis on Don Robbie's on a regular, like you can't stop the rain.
Can't.
Like, you can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain. Yo. That is my ish from now on. Hey, make sure you watch BMF so you get that reference, people.
Yeah, you have. Yeah,
watch sure BMF. Watch but yeah, all that. I'm saying all that to say this. Large up to Saeed, and you can't stop what's going on.
Yeah, salute, brother.
Like Prime just said, Saeed moving like Robin's left foot in his prime against Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Unstoppable facts. He's still cutting him from that right hand side now against Arsenal. But we move. All right, let's get into some transfer deadline day talk. I know where you want to start. Here we go.
Not just transfer deadline day talk. Let's talk about the move of the window.
Of Vlahovic to Juve. If you want to talk about that, let's go. Cool.
I don't know what. Honestly, I don't know what. I don't know how tight that Russian hat is in your head. But we full well know that ain't the move of the window.
Yo, I'm hilarious. It's okay to me laugh. Yo, it's all good. Yo, I'm just hilarious, family.
Stroh's face
Yeah, no,
after you said that.
Yo, I will gun both of you man down right now. Let me just make that clear.
Bro, I thought that was the move. He scored like 20. Let me pull up his numbers, actually, Vlahovic. Because he was doing bits at Fiorentina. He was doing with Arsenal for a long time. Like, and he was doing bits. I swear he was. Let me check now, actually. Hold up.
Anyway, as I'm
Let
saying,
me check in it.
let me
Nah, but I know the
reference-
move because I know the move you're talking about, actually, all jokes aside. Because he made the move. People was unsure on it. Fantastic debut. Scored on his debut. Diallo, to get what I'm saying, and that. Diallo's long.
I knew full well that's where you're going to try and go with this. Like, you, honestly. Anyway, as I'm saying, the move of the window so far, and this ain't even up for debate, Luis Diaz to Liverpool. £37.5 million with £12.5 million add-ons. Add that up.
You know my maths is bad. Run that by
That
me,
37.5 with 12 million add-ons.
I'm leaving it to the. We got producers for that type of stuff now, fam.
So
Just realised, yes.
Yeah.
So just add that up. 37.5 plus 12.5 million add-ons. And I'll tell you why this is the move of the window. Because there's so much complexity in this deal, which is just wild. It is a stunning deal. And not only that, Liverpool, what they've done for Porto as well, Porto were really thankful, which I'm going to come on to in a minute.
Okay. I'm going to let you get all your propaganda off.
This is the thing, it's not even propaganda. Like, when you watch this kid is special.
Yeah, I know you're going to sell it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
this
you
ain't...
you
no,
love to
no.
sell the Liverpool story, man. You are great, fam.
So
at
you
selling
weren't
the
so you
Liverpool
weren't watching
story.
the clip and like, oof, that's a
Ah,
banger.
he
That.
was good. Yeah, I'm saying, like, the clips, yeah. The cold, especially the goal against City and the one after in that clip. But, like I say, innit, you are, like, you have that emotional investment. Like, you are a great PR guy for Liverpool. 100%.
You are
Oh,
Mr.
great
PR.
PR.
What are you
You are
talking
great
about?
PR
You
for
are
this.
Mr. PR.
I'm PR, no, for myself. Though.
No,
You're
you are
for
Mr.
Liverpool.
PR.
For myself.
You
and
are
to
Mr.
protect
PR.
to protect the station as well.
Mr.
When
PR.
I go the views of from a fair live view, the views of the host and not. I ain't trying to get too me wrapped up in certain wild we've said. That's all that is.
So anyway,
Go on.
£50 million overall, right?
Yeah.
He has a release clause of 64 million.
Right.
Okay. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Tottenham Hotspur. Thank you, because you started this whole thing off. He's been Liverpool's long-term target for the past 12 to 18 months. We've played against Porto a few times. We've watched him. This kid's a special talent. Klopp loved what he sees because of his aggression, how he can dribble, his skill. Like you see in the one where I showed you what he did in the Copa America. Just he's very direct. He can shoot. He can go both ways. He's good in the air. He's powerful. Tottenham then started to make a move. Now, me being me, sat there, was like, great. FSG are just going to let this happen under the nose. Of course they are. Out of nowhere.
Like an RKO.
Just yeah, like an RKO from Randy Orton out of nowhere. It was Liverpool have not only undercut Tottenham, but we've actually ended up paying less than what Tottenham offered.
Wow.
So Tottenham offered 45 million with 15 million add-ons. 60. It's just slightly less than what his release clause was. So not only have we paid £10 million less, Porto were like, yeah, we'll accept it. What Liverpool did in this deal is stunning. So Porto finished third in the group with us, right? Which meant that they missed out on big funds. They missed out on bonuses, which meant that they then had to prove to UEFA that they could balance their books. Otherwise, they were going to get kicked out of UEFA competitions for 3 years. So what did Liverpool do? Before he even had a medical, they went, you need to prove that you've got these funds in. There's £6 million. Go show that to UEFA so you can still get into UEFA competitions for the next 3 years. What we'll also do is we'll pay the $37.5 million up front. There you go. The rest of it will be on add-ons. So we've helped keep Porto in the Champions League and UEFA competitions for the next 3 years just because of the way we structured the deal. That's unlike anything you've ever heard.
I know, kind-hearted souls, man. You look.
But like, there was just that aspect of it which I loved. Then you see Daniel Levy is fuming, and he's threatening to report Liverpool. He's ringing through constantly to Liverpool's office, like, what are you doing? Why are you undercutting us? Not getting through, because obviously we're like, look, we're well happy with the fact that you've done this. You just accelerated us to do something. £37.5 million for this kid, special.
He does seem like a club player as well, from the small clips I've seen. And from what I've heard as well from yourselves, amongst others, that he's a Klopp player who's going to fit the system.
Yeah, it's
Mane replacement. And it adds squad depth as well, which what you lot need.
exactly what we need in the forward areas.
Yeah.
We've needed a player like this.
Yeah, because then you can play him and then Mane can back him up. Then you've got Salah, you got Firmino, you got Jota. All of a sudden we start in Champions League run, you know what I'm saying?
And then on top of that, it's like, and then we're going for this Carvalho deal, which I'm going to come on to in a minute. But this Luis Diaz deal is a special deal. It's the most un-FSG thing I've ever seen.
FSG pulling their finger out.
But not just that, Julian Ward. This is Julian Ward's first deal because obviously Michael Edwards is stepping down. His assistant is the one that's overtook this deal. £64 million, and we got him for 37.5. This is a stunning deal from him for his first deal. Yep. What a move this is! And then you look into the summer, and I'm hearing the fact that because we've done this early, and the fact that the funds can then start coming in, then we can look to structure a deal for Jude Bellingham. Oh, hello.
Would Thiago for? Alright, let's go into this. Would Thiago Fabinho, Jude Bellingham? Are you? Alright, actually, that's the wrong question. I'll ask. Do you think Klopp's now going to alter his style? Because to me, that's an altering of a style. If you sign Jude Bellingham, who I rate highly.
No, not really.
You know, so I don't see. Fabinho, and this is just style, so not in terms of level. Fabinho, Milner, and Henderson is a much different midfield three to Fabinho, Thiago, Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, much different. But Milner's contract's up and he's gone in the summer.
Yeah,
that's already been announced.
My point is, you could have went and got a player who's similar profile to James Milner. That's not Jude Bellingham. That's why I'm asking: do you see him changing his style? To me, that signals a switch. It might be only a slight switch, but that signals a switch. That's a different profile of midfielder.
It's a different profile of midfielder, but it's a similar profile of midfielder to what we thought we were getting with Naby Keita in terms of what he can do on the ball.
Okay.
Very similar type players in terms of the fact that they can move with the ball, still kick, can shoot, can go both ways, can dictate the pace of a game. Naby Keita's never quite works because of his injury record, so it's not too similar from what Klopp's tried to do. But that specifically, like, he's the one I want. I said this to you months, years ago. Jude Bellingham was the one player I wanted at Liverpool, and I'd be devastated if he went anywhere else. So the fact that we're then looking to potentially structure a deal in the summer is,
I just think that signals, which I think is smart on Klopp's end, signals a change in style for you.
In terms of midfield, yeah, because our midfield's always been quite workmanlike. But then I said this to you: when you play Thiago and Fabinho as the two, our win record's through the roof, and I'm not surprised when you look at them two.
And I'm not surprised with that because they're two quality midfielders. You know how highly I rate Fabinho. I think he's the best DM in the league. It's just a switching style, which I think is needed for you.
Yeah,
I think that can take you to the next level, which shows that Klopp is looking to stay at Liverpool longer, is looking to go again.
Oh yeah, he's definitely looking to go again. There's been a revitalised, and then you look at the Konate deal. That's a stunning deal, and it's like you can see that with these players that they're all of a certain age. Diaz is 24, 25. Konate is 22. Okay. Trent young, Tsimikas young, you can see Harvey Elliott, Carvalho, who the ones that we're trying to buy in. There's another young one, Jota, still young. You can see. Do you know what I mean? So it's it's good to see, but yeah, for me that. So far, that's a signing of the window. Now, how it plays out on paper, I don't expect him to be thrown straight in. He's not going to be in the country, from what I know, because of his visa till Thursday, Friday, so he's not going to play in the FA Cup game. However, Klopp...
Not got in the FA Cup with him?
Cardiff. Okay. However, what Klopp likes to do is he likes to slowly bleed these players in. He did the same with Fabinho, with Robertson. The only person he didn't do that with was Thiago. Understandable because it's Thiago. But I do think that Diaz will get used to it because you know what Klopp wants from his wingers in terms of the runs that you're making behind, the way that we play in terms of cutting in short so Robertson can get in on the overlap. So it will be a bit of getting used to, but yeah, I can't. It's a big deal for us. This.
I'm just interested to see if you do sign Bellingham, how your style changes. Just from my interest, just from a neutral standpoint.
I will be unbearable that day. I'm just gonna throw it out the window. I'm just gonna throw it out there straight away.
Yeah, that's if you sign him.
Yeah, like but.
But if you sign him, then he's just the light skin James Ward-Prowse. You know what I'm saying?
But one thing that touches on this Luis Diaz deal is the fact that Tottenham are completely in the mud this transfer window.
Let's get on to North London. Let's get on to North London. Talk about it. I know you want to talk about
Traore.
Yeah, Traore.
So they offered Traore over £100,000. Do you know how much he's on at Barcelona?
How much?
Like 30.
Yeah, but it's no brainer. What would you do? North London.
Yeah, but there's a 70,000 a week difference.
Yeah, but
That's no money talks. That's a lot.
money does talk.
£70,000 difference.
It does, but because
No, flawless. You're not listening. I understand what you're about to say. £70,000 a week.
I hear you. It's a massive difference. I
No,
because we're talking from our standpoint. Because I'd take a Chris £20
but
note
flawless.
right now,
£70,000. You are letting Tottenham escape with this one. They ain't escaping this.
Nah, it's not an escape.
£70,000
I
difference.
think we just overestimate the pull of Tottenham.
What pull?
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. We just overestimate the pull.
Man out here doing tug of war with themselves, just falling over left, right, and centre. Like what we talking about? They have zero pull.
That's my point. But people will act like they're a club where
Luis Diaz
Yeah.
was agreed until Liverpool came and he went, nah, I'll go Liverpool.
Of course.
Adama Traore has gone, you know
where
what?
would you rather? Because the thing is, because he's secure. Yes, 70k is big. However, he's secure. He's secure. Though.
Just wait there.
He's secure, fam.
Just wait.
I'm making that move, and he's of Spanish descent, correct?
Yeah.
Why not? And Barcelona ain't in the greatest place, but neither are Spurs. You really want to go to Spurs and just run up and down in the wing back position?
So he's losing out on £3.6 million over the year.
Hey, that's what it is to not go Spurs, fam. That's what it is. That's what it is to not go Spurs. He was willing to give that up.
This is what I'm saying. There's no defense for this.
Oh no, I'm not defending it. I'm just stating the fact.
No, I'm talking about from a Tottenham point of view. I know you ain't defending it. You're loving it just as much as I am.
I'm
It's
just like,
£3.6 million. My man went. Adama Traore went, you know what?
That's
I'll
how
be
much
all right.
you don't want to go somewhere. I'd go anywhere for 3.6 million. You could legit send me to Jerusalem for 3.6 million.
3.6 million.
I would go to old Asgard for 3.6 million. I
Listen,
would go to New Asgard for 3.6 million.
I would
I'd go
happily-
Quahog, Springfield, wherever in it for 3.6 million if I get everybody at a 3.6 million.
3.6 mil.
That's a lot of millies.
I would
That's
walk.
3.6
I
of
would
those.
walk past and I went to sign of Area 51 for 3.6
6
million. Let me just make that clear.
3.6 million. I would go in the cup end with a
I would
Liverpool
get.
shirt on.
I would get
and
banned
sing
from
and-
America for 3.6 million.
I'd go and sit in Anfield in the cup end for a year and sing "You'll Never Walk Alone" with a Liverpool top on, full kit. You know what I'm saying? For 3.6 million.
3.6.
That's how much he didn't want to go to Spurs.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's 3. Even what? That's just Spurs fee. There ain't nothing there, man. Nobody prospers there. Why would we need to get rid of this? And Spurs fans, not all Spurs fans, but there's some Spurs fans, and then a couple who I talk to, and I'm like, where does your energy come from? Your club is washed, and it's been washed. This is not nothing new. You know what I'm saying? I told man in it. Man was trying to talk to me about trophies. I said your last trophy parade was on horseback. This is not what we are doing. You know what I'm saying? Their trophy parade was on horseback last time they won the league. Like, this ain't it.
Nah, this definitely ain't it. 100% ain't
Oh,
it.
Barcelona agreed deal to sign Aubameyang on a free transfer.
Yeah, I was just about to say this.
All right, we're gonna get into that. Much appreciated. See how we got.
But what I'm saying,
producers on
saying
deck
is, you see the transition. We're going from one North London mess to another North
Because
London
North London's
mess.
just a mess.
It's just
a mess.
Listen, right? We said this to you. Me and you can't go North London. You know.
Oh, yeah. I can't. I'd go missing.
We can't.
I'm trying to go away to the Emirates, boys.
Yeah, like we can't. No, we can't. No.
I'm a fully just you know what I'm saying, masked up and just run it. I'm trying to go Emirates away, 100%. I'm trying to get tickets. I'm trying to go Emirates away. I'm trying to get tickets.
It's not good.
100%. Not good. Just so I can sing my head off it in their way, and then if we win, oh my God, you know that blog would be absolutely glorious. It would be. But yeah, that's how much he didn't want to go Spurs. I did not know that. I didn't know that he turned down 70k. I was unaware of that information. It's not even like Barcelona in great shape.
But they offered him like what, 100 to 120 a week. I think he's on like 15 to 30 a week at Barca. So it could be more like, it's wild. And then you see the Luis Diaz one, and that was the one that completely just threw Tottenham
Go and talk about
on its axis, because he was a done deal. The whole thing was done. He agreed personal terms with Tottenham. Tottenham then went in to make a second bid to Porto. In the meantime, from the first bid getting rejected to the second bid being put in, Liverpool went, deal done. Liverpool did not met like this. This is why I'm saying it's the most unlike FSG thing I've ever seen. you understand how quickly this deal moved? For Liverpool, Liverpool went, right, not only are we going to offer you less, we'll do this for you, help you out.
See that you lot been lauding up Michael Edwards. Maybe he was the problem in that. Now he's gone. You better doing deals left, right, and centre expeditiously.
What do you mean? Michael Edwards was still part of the deal?
Was he
He's
still
helping out.
part?
Yeah,
Is
like
that-
don't
is that
you
correct
dare.
again?
Yeah, you know full well what this man's done in terms of in terms of deals. This man sold Coutinho for 142 million
We know the
pounds.
story. Yeah, it goes. Go on.
I'm put a deal for.
Tell us the Anfield tales. Let's go in it. You love these, innit? Come on.
Like it's true though. Like listen,
These
listen.
Liverpool lullabies. Alright, go on, fam.
Listen. You
There
wish
you
you could
go.
sing these lullabies. You needed a director of football that could do these kind of deals
We
for
do
you.
need a DOF, but this ain't about us right now.
It is you about you right now
This ain't
because
right.
you are throwing so much shit. Like there's so
How's
much
it shit?
anger in what you're saying because I can sense the jealousy of a football guy with a football brain that's making transfer deals that actually work for the club.
Yeah, it'd be great, yo. I'd love that. That's all I asked for. Out of my
I
club.
know.
Yeah.
That's
How
what
about
I
my
mean.
knees? Pause. But
It
yeah,
could be
man.
worse though. You could be Arsenal.
I could be Arsenal.
You could be Arsenal.
I could be my record, well, my most highly paid, my star striker, my star guy on 400k a week.
How
Out
much?
here taking flights to Spain without no man left.
No, wait. It's not the first time you went Barcelona. Do you know how many times you went Barcelona? You went Barcelona to get a tattoo when he was meant to be training.
Yeah.
You went Barcelona to get a haircut when he was meant to be training.
Training.
Maybe Arteta's training is just terrible.
Maybe it is. Remember, he turned up late to the North London derby. You know, even he don't care about North London.
Do
But
you
they won't
remember-
get mad at us.
Do you remember that? Like,
But you're captain.
he not
Doesn't
only
even wanna-
like he didn't even want to play in the North London Derby.
Derby?
Man just rolled up
I
like.
turned up late, like it was Sunday league. Like man was out the night before. I was like, "Oh, manager, I'll be
Sorry,
late."
boss. You got the subs.
Yeah, he got my subs. Man rolled up late to the North London derby.
North
He don't
London
care about
Derby.
North London derby. No one don't care about the North London derby. No one don't care. Ain't nothing between them. They've had
Nothing.
one league title in the past 30 years between them, or whatever it is, or 3 between them. No one don't care, man.
We're the FA Cup specialist. Yeah, go tell that to Aubameyang, mate. Where's Aubameyang going now?
What's about that FA Cup kept him there. He went to go play with the Diamond Traore and Memphis Depay. Like, you know,
And he's taking a pay. And he's taking a pay right,
he's
a pay cut.
did he take a pay cut to
Yeah,
go
because
there?
you've got to. Because at Barcelona, you've got to take a pay cut. Because this is what I'm saying. Like, you don't understand how much of a mess North London is. Listen. To Arsenal and Tottenham fans, you're just in the mud. It's as simple as that. Like,
Oh yeah, without question. That being said, all jokes aside, let's talk. Well, there's jokes involved because it's Arsenal. But how does
yo, I literally tried so hard to keep a straight face.
Be serious, yo?
You a whole fool.
Yo, look, even my mic dropped. Yo, like, what is going? Even the mic dropped for me, innit? Mic drop. Woo.
Nah, you a whole
I was
fool
one of
for
them
that.
snidey sniggers. For those that don't know, we have a producer here. Tubi's our producer. So when you hear someone laughing in the background, that's who it is. But yeah, like Arsenal, like, because they just a joke. And as bad as it gets, you can always look at them and go, you could always be you. I know it's not ideal at my club. But the thing is, I'm openly honest about this. No one, and you'll vouch for this, has been more critical of Manchester United than me in the past however many years, specifically on this very show. But we could be Arsenal. And with them, now Aubameyang's gone. It's not like they're scoring a lot of goals. Like people are talking about the players Manchester United have let go, which we'll get onto. But you've got Lacazette, Eddie Nketiah. They're your 2 strikers. Then you're looking at Saka, Martinelli, Smith-Rowe, Odegaard to fire you to top 4. To me, there's not enough creativity and goals in those forward options. So unless they do some business, whether it's on the show or before the transfer deadline ends, I always said what I'll continue to say what I've always said about Arsenal. Bang average team. Average.
That is putting it nice.
And that was with Aubameyang. Now you take him away without a replacement. Like who you getting? It was linked with Vlahovic. Nothing came of it. So you're looking at Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah, who doesn't want to be there to fire you to top 4.
No. This
to
is
fire you to Champions. Wait,
what
you're
I'm
not in the
about, what I'm
Champions. Wait,
about
hold
to
on.
say.
To fire you to top 4. To fire you to the Champions. No, not in Champions League. To fire you to the Europa, but they're not in Europa League. Super Cup, FA, no. Carabao, all right. Well, their season's done. Just top 4 to make my point. You know what I'm saying? That's all they've got left. Season over. You know what I'm saying? New year, new me. You know what I'm saying? New year, old you. Arsenal team. That's what it is. New year, old you. Season done. Nothing to play for. Liverpool, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Chelsea, Champions League.
I love
FA
how you
Cup,
left out the
Carabao
Premier
Cup.
League. Like
The Premier
this
League's
guy,
done, man.
man.
It's calm. City, Premier League,
no,
FA Cup,
wait,
Champions
wait,
League. Even United, we still got the Champions League, FA. We're not gonna win it, but we still got the Champions League and FA Cup to look forward to. I can look at the fixture list and go, great games.
I don't know how true this is, right?
Go on.
Alexander Isaac, Real Sociedad striker, Swedish,
Played in the Euros, right?
playing the Euros, yeah, phenomenal talent, right? Apparently, he is getting married to one of the Arsenal owners' daughters. So he's been in London.
Okay, I did see this.
He was also linked with Arsenal.
Yes.
He did not want to move to Arsenal.
How would you want to?
He's marrying the owner's daughter, and he wants no part of that.
Yeah, because he's not marrying the owner's daughter because he
Yeah,
owns
but
Arsenal.
no,
he's marrying
no,
the daughter
but
because
no,
clearly
no,
he's
but-
in love with the daughter.
No,
I'm sure she's a very attractive woman.
No, but like,
Sure, her personality is
but
great.
like, deep it.
Yeah, go on.
Do you not think there's been conversations like, listen, my dad needs you?
Probably.
And he's gone, absolutely not.
And he's gonna. You have to just. He just looked at her and went, babe, I love-"
Arsenal or the marriage, listen, I'll lose the marriage over the
Yeah,
thought
he's
of going
probably looked
Arsenal.
at her and he's gone, babes, I love you, but you have to tell your pops to hold that. You know what I'm saying? That's what he told her. He looked her lovely in the eyes and tell him, hold that. I can't do it.
Tell him,
And,
don't
and the
win me
thing is,
again.
he's at Sociedad.
I know.
Arsenal are a bigger club, but he's like, you know what? Let me stick at Sociedad.
Let me just stay in Spain.
Stay in Spain, put myself in the shop window, and somebody bigger will come in for me, which will probably happen. No one wants to go. Aubameyang just left. He just left. And he's got more to play for. Because they still, I don't know where Barcelona are in La Liga, but I know they're in the Europa League. They dropped down to it. Like, it's just, yeah. And I seen Arsenal fans on social media as well, tracking his car. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Tracking man's car.
They tracked his car because he was in London.
He was in London. Oh, Isaac's in London. It means he just happens to be in London.
Yeah, he's there for a
Yeah.
wedding.
We're currently now in Stockport. Like, don't mean I'm going to sign for Stockport County, is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, nonsense. Oh, he's in the area.
They tracked his car, you know.
Tracked his car like his MI5. He's
Yeah,
Fast and
man
Furious.
went to the Emirates and man left.
Yeah, he's probably like
Instantly he was like,
He's
I
a
don't want to
stadium.
be there.
Barcelona are 15 points away from Real Madrid.
15 points. Jeez. All right, so no title race for them.
Ah.
Even Aubameyang was like, let me go over there
That's what I'm saying.
because they're closer. At least they're closer to the top than Arsenal are. So you know, it is what it is. Feel me?
Now,
Big up to Arsenal.
Newcastle,
All right, let's talk about them. Good business.
I like a lot of their business that they've done. The player from Lyon, I think he's a phenomenal holding midfielder. He's
I can't pronounce his surname.
Ramirez or however you say.
Ramirez.
He's a
I
phenomenal
just call him
talent.
Bruno G.
He is a phenomenal talent. It perfectly breeds into the Arsenal thing because he was Arsenal's #1 target. And man chose Newcastle.
chose Newcastle.
Hold that. Man
Newcastle.
chose Newcastle, Geordie Shaw and Greggs over London and Arsenal Football Club. You know, the great historic Arsenal Football Club.
Greg slaps though. I think Greg's is a bigger,
Yeah, but like, do you understand how
institution
many
than
Greggs
Arsenal.
they've got in Newcastle?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I understand what I'm saying is Greg's is a bigger institution than Arsenal. I would say definitely.
Listen,
If I get the option to go to the Emirates or someone says let's go Greg's,
we're going
I'll probably
Greggs.
go Greg's. Yeah,
And then I'm going to take my Greggs to the Arsenal and Millie Rock all over it.
yeah,
like
serious.
Jesse
Do you like
Lingard.
Jesse Lingard on Moonwalk?
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, so
But
he chose Newcastle over Arsenal.
He really
Yeah,
chose Newcastle over Arsenal.
both North London clubs have had their #1 targets go to different clubs under their
Man
nose.
went to a relegation. Man said, "Let me give me the relegation battle."
Man said, "Give me the relegation battle." I can't wait for this all or nothing.
Oh yeah, this all for nothing doc is gonna be great.
Woo. So then, yeah, Newcastle #1, unbelievable signing there. #2, Dan Burn, excellent signing for
Did they
Brighton.
sign Dan Burn?
Yeah.
I did not know they signed Dan Burn.
From Brighton, yeah, the centre
Did
back.
they not sign
Target
Target as well?
left back, sensational
So they've
signing.
they've got Trippier, so they've gone with the whole new back line.
Yeah, they were with a whole new back line. They were trying to get Botman and Diego Carlos, which two of them would have been phenomenal signings. I rate both of them very, very highly. Kept all the St. Maximin, which
Yeah.
I'm surprised someone didn't try and make a move for
Jimmy, I
it.
beg you pull up Newcastle's incomings, please, in the January transfer window. Newcastle's incomings in the January transfer window. Who they've signed, transfer dealings in this window, so we can go through it in further detail. But we said this though, speaking about Newcastle, they had, if they didn't, this was a very, very important window. They had to make signings, and they followed suit.
But I like the signings.
Yeah, they followed suit because they were getting relegated. Like, let's not get it mistaken. With that team they had, without the signings we've mentioned, they was getting relegated.
And then obviously they've tried to hijack Dele Alli.
Yeah, because
To Everton.
Lingard is for some reason with United. I don't know what's going on there.
Did you see Lingard's brothers?
I did see what Lingard's brother said. Talking about when we was let out on date. So for those that didn't see it, Lingard's brother posted on his Instagram story. It was a picture of Lingard celebrating in a West Ham kit from last season.
With
paraphrasing.
Akon locked up.
Yeah, he said it's something along the lines of the last time we was allowed out on day release.
And then it had the handcuffs.
Yeah, the handcuff.
And then it had Akon locked up as the song. I was like, yeah, this is wild.
But yeah, they're trying to hijack Dele Alli from Everton, and that we're going to Everton as well.
And then they're talking about Zapata from Atlanta as a last minute option because obviously they've just missed out on Ketty, I think he is, from Remis.
But hey, Newcastle doing good business. Have done good business. Like you said, 3 of a new back 4, which they needed because they had the worst defense in the league. Talk is Henderson is. Oh no, Henderson's going Watford. That's a whole different thing. But he could be going on loan to Watford. Henderson, the goalkeeper. That's the links.
That's a great signing.
That's the links. Yeah, possibly we'll go into that as well. That's potentially.
But yeah, Newcastle, like I said, doing phenomenal business. What have you got for us, Toomey?
So it's Kieran Trippier, Chris Wood, and Bruno, as you guys were speaking about.
Chris Wood. I forgot about Chris Wood.
And Matt Target just signed on loan as well from Aston Villa.
So you can see
Chris Wood, man, went out and went to their relegation rivals and went, give me.
Because he had a release clause in his contract.
Chris Wood. Oh, Newcastle. Did I or did I not call this months and months ago?
Man needed to survive, so he went and took something from Sean Dyche's blueprint. I understand. I get it. See that. Told you about Sean Dyche, but you didn't want to hear me. I took his key component.
I completely forgot you are president of the Sean Dyche fan club.
How am I president? Is that not facts?
You are the president.
Did you not go and get a key? Is Chris Wood not a key?
You've got Sean Dyche posters on your wall.
Has he not got?
Like you are Eminem standing Sean Dyche. Like this is how bad it is. You've got an underground basement with Sean Dyche posters all over the walls. Man's got a little Sean Dyche bobblehead that he flicks every morning before he gets up and has his breakfast. Like what we talking about?
This is blasphemy. I'm just saying. Newcastle in trouble in relegation, and what does Eddie Howe and Newcastle go?
You went and got a striker.
Yeah, they went and got a key component from Burnley and Sean Dyche.
No, we just went and got a striker that could score goals. Nothing to do with Sean Dyche.
Of course it is. Well, if he's not at Burnley, they don't sign him.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't. If he's at Nottingham Forest, they don't sign him unless he scores against Arsenal in the FA Cup. Like, come on, family.
Planet you living on.
Well, we move on, but yes, all jokes aside, great business by Newcastle.
Phenomenal business.
Like you said, three of the back 4 is now new. They've got Chris Wood, who obviously will add goals. They've got Bruno G, who said it's a holding midfielder. So if they do sign Dele Alli, you can see that right through the spine of the team. Because you've got the centre back, then you've got the holding midfielder, you've got an attacking midfielder, you've got a striker. That's the complete spine of your team. That's the 4. And then you've got 2 fullbacks in that. And you've got St. Maximum also.
Mm-hmm.
Newcastle it's looking good for Newcastle.
It's looking very good for Newcastle because this is just step 1. This is just for let's be honest. Dan Burn, Chris Wood specifically. This is just to make sure that they survive. Mm-hmm. They will then have plans 1 year, 2 years down the line in terms of more of advanced targets and better level targets. You know what I mean? Yeah, phenomenal business. This is why I said at the beginning, Eddie Howe is a smart deal for the next 2-3 years. He will lay the foundation. He will do it. He will be a Brendan Rodgers to Newcastle, what Brendan Rodgers was to us at Liverpool before Klopp came in. He will lay the foundation. He will get some targets in. Like Firmino was always one of Klopp's biggest targets, and Brendan Rodgers brought him in. You'll see them kind of transfers start to come through, and then when Eddie Howe goes, depending on how well he does, they'll then get another elite manager in of a higher level, do you know what Mourinho was to Chelsea at that point? Someone like that.
A manager to take them over the top.
Yeah. That's it.
Like, you look at it and you go, wow, they've got Ancelotti.
Yeah.
Like that type. I understand.
It's phenomenal business for Newcastle.
Absolutely.
And it's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, and if Dele Alli goes there, like I said there, that's the complete spine. Because they're trying to, but I'm hearing Dele Alli's doing his medical at Everton. But
another one that chose a relegation battle over Tottenham. He decided to go to a relegation battle in Everton than rather stay at Tottenham.
There, man. It sucks. Spurs fan, I'm sorry, you suck. You know what I'm saying? No one don't want to be there, man. You have no history. You have no pull, no money. Nice big stadium. Nobody cares.
What's Tottenham's anthem?
Is it Today is to do?
No. Like, what's the actual anthem that they sing at the start?
What is that? I don't know. What is their anthem?
Glory, glory. Tottenham Hotspur?
Yeah. Where's the glory?
Wait. No, but where have I heard that before? Let's be serious. Like, I swear I've heard that at a 90, 80,000 seater stadium before.
That's what I'm saying.
I swear it's called the Theatre of Dreams, but like, glory, Tottenham Hotspur.
Because they try to emulate
What?
us,
What? So you just thought you were going to take man's anthem to get all their glory and all their
that's
success?
what it is.
It don't work like that.
It don't work like that, but like imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So they're just trying to be like us, innit? If I was Spurs, I'd want to be like United too, not this current United.
Glory,
You know what I mean?
glory, Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, they don't even roll off the tongue either. But they tried it. They tried it.
Do you know what else he tried? Sign Treo in Diaz. Didn't happen. Do you know what else he tried? To resurrect Dele Alli's career, and he's chose to go to a relegation battle.
Yeah, yes. Chose to go.
Speaking of relegation battle, let's talk about Everton.
Talk about it. I think they're in trouble. They are in major trouble. Major. I said this. Obviously, when Ranieri got sacked, I said the next appointment is make or break for Watford. When Rafa Benitez got sacked, I said it's then the next appointment is make or break for them. Frank Lampard is not it. Frank Lampard is not it.
Listen.
He's not it. Why would you go and get Frank Lampard? I don't understand it. I'm lost. Why
Listen.
you're in a relegation battle? Good players. Don't get me wrong. Everton do have good players and players are rate.
And don't get me wrong,
But
I
don't
think Van der
understand
Beek's a phenomenal signing. On
Donny is that's an exceptional signing for them.
Dele Alli, I don't understand. Given his past record for the past 18 months, 2 years, that's the one I don't get.
I think it's just because does he play for them? Yeah.
Yeah, but what Dele Alli we getting? Like the Dele Alli we've seen recently hasn't been great.
Yeah, but they just got to run that risk.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, they
but
have
like
no choice. It's a
Frank
risk.
Lampard, you know.
Don't get it.
For those of you that might have short-term memory loss for the past 2 years, let me just talk about Frank Lampard at Chelsea for a second.
Super Frankie Lampard, man.
This man tried to sell Kante.
Yeah, he did.
He tried.
He tried to sign Kante.
Listen. He tried to sell N'Golo Kante. He tried to sell Rudiger to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Rudiger, who is that fan favourite at Chelsea now?
Facts. He was trying to sign Declan Rice.
He was trying to sign Declan
He was
Rice.
trying to sign Tarkowski.
He was trying to sign Tarkowski from Burnley.
Trying to sign
Tarkowski.
and play Rice over Jorginho.
He was trying to sell Hudson-Odoi.
I don't get it.
Listen, Everton Football Club, thank you very much for
Yeah,
appointing
you
Frank
talk about
Lampard.
this 'cause
Listen,
yeah, you talk.
I don't think words will describe the happiness I will feel if Everton get relegated. But if it's in the same season as Burnley go down,
Oh yeah, you gonna love it.
listen,
You gonna love it. Everton and Burnley in the bottom three. Only thing that made that bad for you is United there, innit? This guy would love to see Burnley 20th, Everton 19th.
I don't think you understand.
I get it.
But the Lampard, like jokes aside, the Lampard
Don't understand
appointment is wild.
Don't understand it. I'm lost.
Wild though.
Like, why would you look at Lampard and go, yeah, he's the guy for this situation? I don't understand. I don't get it.
Do you know what they could do? If Everton were smart, and this is what I would have done, I'd have gone and got someone for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who I would have gone and got for 6 months? The same person that's just gone to Watford.
Where Hudson would have been a shout. I said it, like, Watford fans, I know, weren't too thrilled about it, but for what they need, he fits the
He's
bill.
perfect, and he's exactly what a club like Watford or Everton need.
At that point.
Because then that gives Everton 6 months to go, right, these are the kind of players that we want to try and attract and buy in the summer. This is the kind of manager profile that we're looking for. It's not available now since January, and we're going to end up paying high compensation fees, and we want to properly plan. This is the person that we can put our eggs in the basket in terms of keeping us up, because he's done it year in, year out. Not just that, you then go get Roy Hodgson at Everton. You then get attract to Zaha. You can get Zaha to Everton.
True.
Imagine Zaha at Everton.
Yeah, him one side, Damari Gray the other.
That's
just run it back with him and Townsend.
Yeah, but and then you got Calvert-Lewin. That's a ridiculous front three.
Right, and then you had Donny into
And then
that.
you had Richarlison into that. And then you had Donny van der Beek into the back of that.
If they do sign him as well.
Yeah, then it's a different proposition.
Facts.
It's talking about Frank Lampard.
I don't get it.
He is genuinely
It's
going to
like-
play Calvert-Lewin at right back. This man does not know what he's doing.
Calvert-Lewin crossing the ball into Damari Gray.
This man does not know what he's doing.
He's just not good.
He tried to sell N'Golo Kante. Do you understand? You deserve to lose all your coaching badges for that one thing.
This kid Stroll's not having it, you know.
It's Kante.
Yeah, you don't sell N'Golo Kante. That's wild. To try and get Declan Rice.
Listen to me. This man won a World Cup. And N'Golo Kante, and you tried to sell him.
You really did.
Declan Rice. Listen, Declan Rice has had a phenomenal season this year. N'Golo Kante is a World Cup winner, a Champions League winner.
Even outside of his accolades and the trophies he's won.
Do you know what Tuchel did? Do you know why Tuchel won the league? Like, let's not overcomplicate. Let's not deep it for a second. He played the players
that Lampard didn't.
Didn't want to play. Aspilicueta went straight back in. Rudiger went straight back in. Kante went straight back in. Lo and behold, Jorginho, and you've got a spine. Would you look at that?
That's the strongest part of Chelsea's team. Yeah, absolutely.
He literally just went, "You messed up with this. Let me show you how it's done. Let me just play this in the system."
What that is? Tuchel's a quality manager. That's why he's a manager of a certain caliber.
I am so happy that Everton have signed Frank Lampard. I can't lie.
It's gonna be
this is how Pep like. Do you know?
Talk about
What, you got hired just to shout at Klopp again on the sideline?
I'm glad it's happened. Obviously, I want Watford to stay up. That's my second team, so I'm happy about it.
I'm over the moon.
I'm very happy with that. When he signed it, I was like, "All right, Watford, we in this. We got a chance."
Listen, it's just I love seeing all of it, just every single bit of it. Burnley where they are, Everton where they are now. This is a dream come true for me.
Burnley, Watford Friday, so that's gonna be a big game. Premier League game, Burnley, Watford, big game. So Watford need to turn up. Rolls Royce Roy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Rolls Royce Roy,
man.
Listen, this man has got what 60 odd years.
No, he's been managing since 1976, fam.
Yeah, but this is what I'm like.
1976. Like he's managing like when our parents were like teenagers. 70. He's managed Brazilian Ronaldo twice.
Do you know how wild that is?
That is crazy.
Like
I was at Inter Milan twice.
Like when you deep that though, like Brazilian Ronaldo is my goat. Like he is my greatest of all time. He's my favorite striker. Like I had the 2002 haircut.
He's
for
everybody's favorite
loud.
striker. Absolutely.
Like, yeah, to me, I know, wild. I loved him that much. Man went to Turkey, got a banging tan. Came back full Brazilian kit. Went, "Dad, I've got the blue boots. Give me that haircut."
Yeah, man. Of course. Invitation's the sincerest form of flattery.
Listen, this man was to me. You don't need to pull it up.
I need to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you try to see that.
Yeah, it is that one. Yeah, I was 11 at the time.
I'll pay good money to see that picture, bro.
No, actually, I wasn't even 11 at the time. I was like 8 or 9. Like, listen, I had a banging tan from Turkey. I was like, listen, I am full Brazilian right now. I was wandering around lost up like I was Ronaldo.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, fam. We've all been there.
But listen, Roy Hodgson has got so much experience in managing. Like, he is a perfect appointment for Watford, and it's exactly what they need. Because Roy Hodgson's very, very old school. So do you really think that he's going to let Ben Foster, for example, get away with some of the antics he's been getting away with lately?
Absolutely not.
And what a signing! Like, what a signing!
It's like because they're looking at. Did you see? There was a Watford put up a clip, and it's Hodgson in training. And he turns to Backman, who's the Watford goalkeeper.
Yeah, I see that.
And goes, "You're gonna make some saves today, mate."
Yeah.
You know I was like, whoa. But they're looking at obviously Manchester United goalkeeper Dean Henderson. Seems like United are just loaning out everybody. I don't know who's gonna be left. I'm saying we just loaning out everybody. But for them, if Watford do sign Henderson, similar to the Newcastle one, they've signed in I can't remember the names, but they brought in a left back. Actually, to me, could you bring up Watford signings in the January transfer window, please? But I know they signed a left back, they signed a centre back. If they get Henderson, that's your and they've got Ngakio, so that's a good spine. Then you've got Sissoko, you got Imran Luzu, who I'm a big fan of as well. And then you got their forward players. Obviously, you got Dennis, you've got Sarr, you've got
King there.
Got King, you've got João Pedro as well. So it's like they've got a chance. 110% they've got a chance. And like I said, I'm for them because they finished the job. You know what I'm saying? They got rid of Alli. So I'll always have a lot of time for them. 110%. Yeah, just having a look. Yeah, so yeah, Asprilla, Kamara, who's the fullback, very good. Samir, Kayembe, and Kalu. So like they've done business. This is what I'm saying. They've done business.
They've done good business.
And if you, like I said, if you add, bless for that to me, if you add Henderson to that, they have a chance, and they need to beat Burnley on the weekend. Not on the weekend, on Friday. So they definitely need to.
Listen, Watford put them even more in the mud.
No, I'm with you on this one. Surprisingly, we actually stand together on this one. Because normally I'm not with you, but this one I'm like, yeah, Watford need to do the business.
Watford definitely need to do the business.
We need a Dennis is suspended. We need a Sissoko brace or something like that. Imran lose a masterclass. because he's back. Obviously, Morocco got knocked out of AFCON. So,
Mm-hmm.
where do you want to go? Obviously, we spoke on United in terms of players going out. We spoke on Lingard. We don't know where he's moving. Donny going to Everton. And just United doing United stuff. So Martial's now gone out on loan. Lingard could potentially leave.
Nah, he's not
Donny's
going.
is he definitely out? So all right, Martial's out on loan. Donny's now gone out on loan. Diallo's now gone out on loan. And Henderson potentially could go out on loan. So in terms of our attacking areas where we were strongest, now we don't look so strong.
No.
This is Manchester United doing Manchester United things, and I don't mind the players leaving because I think Martial, there was too much water under the bridge. Donny, that's on us because we should have played him because he's more than good enough to play in our midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Diallo's the same. He's more than good enough to play, but for whatever reason, and I've said this in Ralph, I trust,
Here's the thing,
he's
yeah.
decided to let them go.
Diallo looks like, when I watched him for Rangers, he looks head and shoulders above everyone in that league.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
But yeah,
I'd have loved to have seen him gone to
somewhere in the Premier League.
even like a Bournemouth, like Championship, like a Derby, just because I want that.
I would have preferred that. But at this moment in time, he needs game time. Would I have preferred him to go to the Championship or in the Premier League? Absolutely. But he needs game time.
Yeah,
And
he
one
needs
thing
game
that will
time.
do in Scotland.
Imagine him at Brighton,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he ball out at Brighton. That's why I'm surprised. No one
especially
like a Brighton
under
looked
like Potter as well.
Yeah. I'm surprised no one in the Premier League looked at him and went, let's go get Diallo. Why would you not? I'm not sure. I have no idea why you wouldn't look at Diallo. Don't get it. But in regards to him going to Scotland, we was running jokes. That's going to toughen him up. Like we talk about them cold Tuesday nights in Stoke. Yo, them cold Wednesday nights in East Fife are going to change your life. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Aberdeen.
You know what I'm saying? Aberdeen. You know what I mean? That cold Sunday.
Scott Brown 50-50.
Yeah, serious. That cold Sunday evening in Dundee. These levels. You know what I'm saying? Levels.
Cold Tuesday night games in Motherwell. Let me
Yeah,
tell you, they hit different.
And that's what I like, the fact that he's gone there, because he's gonna and sweat.
It's a culture shock.
Yeah, a culture shock, and I like that. That's going to toughen him up, and they'll play Old Firm as well, which will be a great for him to be in that type of atmosphere.
Old Firm games this season, you know.
Yeah, there's 4 of them, so I don't know how many of them are left, but he's gonna 2 or 3, like he's gonna be involved.
But the good thing is as well, he's then got Aaron Ramsey going there as well, who adds more quality. There we go. Aaron Ramsey to Rangers. His career fell off at a cliff.
Yeah. I forgot about Ramsey going there.
Man went to Juventus and then went, you know what, I'll end up at Rangers. Rangers, you know.
Probably offered him to Spurs and he didn't want to go.
You can go back to Arsenal now, mate. I'll go Rangers.
Nah, I'll go Rangers. Let me go up to Aberdeen. I was saying, he was like, yeah, let me play away to Dunfermline. That's what it was.
Man got offered to Burnley and went, nah, I'll go Rangers.
Yeah, I'll go Rangers.
Like, legit though. Like, he did though. Like, you think I'm joking?
Did he get offered to Burnley? Yeah.
Toomey can pull that up.
I believe you, man. This guy always want to dot all the I's and cross all the T's.
Aaron Ramsey got offered.
I believe you.
Aaron Ramsey got offered to
See how
Burnley
strong
and
those
he
people.
turned around and was just
See
like,
this
nah,
guy.
I'm good.
This is why I get onto him. Yo, I didn't say you was lying. I fully believed you.
Listen, I'm just saying, innit?
This guy, I'm just saying, this guy with his cheap shots. Always, hella cheap shots. Yo, that's a thumb to the eyes in wrestling.
The truth hurts.
That's a cheap shot.
The truth hurts.
It's not the truth. It's just unnecessary. I didn't say, yo, you have to pull it.
I'm just
Nah. Giving our producer extra work. No need, fam.
No, but it's not though. It's like
extra.
no,
Could've just
because
left man
I'm
chilling.
giving context to the story, but in case one of the people that are watching,
Everybody,
listen, the people that are watching deserve the truth and deserve to know the details.
Oh,
of
you're
said
not a man
story.
of the people, yeah?
I'm a man of the people.
Oh, you're a man of the people.
I'm a man
yeah?
of the people.
Yeah, he's.
You know what I'm saying? Is that you're a
right,
man of the people, yeah?
Am I right?
Yeah, he
Guy.
refused. He refused.
He refused Burnley.
This
Of course
guy,
he
man,
did.
you're
He
a man of the
he
people.
went from Juventus to Turf Moor. I will go Glasgow. Thank you very much. Give me a Glasgow kiss over Turf Moor all day, every day.
Look at this guy with his Burnley slander. Your Burnley slander is terrible, you know. Why are you always on Burnley's case?
Listen, I'm just stating facts. This is a transfer show. I'm telling you about a transfer and about Aaron Ramsey.
Oh, I forgot you're a man of the people. I forgot.
I am the man of the people.
That's a thief, man. But yeah, where was we at? United, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my club. I'm just hoping they have putting it together. Why we haven't signed a midfielder, I don't know. We needed a midfielder without players going out.
You have to go and get a Basuma or someone like that.
Yes,
someone
go sign Basuma.
Takari,
Go and sign
£5
him.
million
Go sign him.
to Juventus.
Just go and sign a midfielder. Like, it's not tough. It's not difficult. But for whatever reason, I don't know. But we'll be. The reason why I think we'll be all right, again, even though we are weaker now in attacking areas, we still have players who can win games. We still have Ronaldo. We still have Cavani. We still have Rashford. We still have Elanga.
Mm-hmm.
We still have Sancho.
I like
We
Alanga.
still have Pogba to come back. I'm saying, so we still have attacking players. We still have Juan Mata. We still have Lingard. And in this 4-3-3, that's one thing, and I spoke about this on the last show, that Ralph's getting right. Because I did say I'm not going to agree with everything Ralph's done. But what I do like about the only silver lining to these loan deals is these players can come back. So I'm hoping Martial balls out and comes back. I'm hoping Diallo balls out and comes back. I'm hoping Donny van der Beek has a similar impact to Everton as what Lingard had to West Ham when he went there and shown what he can do. Then when we get the new manager in, and then Ralph goes in the consultancy role, and he brings these players back, and we have a good window, we back up. You know what I'm saying? We back up. We'll be in the Champions League.
I thought you were back up
win the trophies. Yeah, we back up, but we back up even further.
I thought it was Rolex
There's more product to sell in that.
But I thought it was Rolex Ralph.
It's still Rolly Ralph. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just asking.
I'm just
asking
that don't
questions.
change. It's
I'm
still,
just
let me look in the
asking
camera,
questions.
both cameras when I say this. It's still Rolly Ralph. It's
Just
still
asking
Rolly
que-
Ralph.
just
I look
asking
in camera
questions.
1 and camera 2. I look at you and say, yes, it's still Rolly Ralph. Never disrespect, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm asking questions.
Still Rolex Ralph. We out here. Double R Mafia in the building. Word to my guy Eddie. Like, we still here. Top 4, boom, we gonna finish that. FA Cup, we can definitely
Wait,
win.
hold up. What?
Top 4, we still gonna be in that.
So you're confident you're gonna
I've
finish
been
top four?
confident from the start. We finished top 4. Look how we've just dragged North London. That's our competition.
That is a good point.
Yeah, and I ain't worried about East London either. Because it's West Ham. I ain't worried. It's West Ham like I'm not. We battered them. They were awful against us.
Honestly.
They were awful against us. So I think we'll finish top 4. And then even the silver lining to that is if we don't finish top 4, that means the new manager coming in doesn't have to balance and prioritize both of them. Because how it works is, and you'll know this supporting Liverpool, it goes Premier League, Champions League, they're your number 1 priorities, then FA Cup, then League Cup. Whereas if the new manager comes in and we're in the Europa League, it's Premier League, then Europa League, then FA Cup, then League Cup. And the good thing about that is you can concentrate fully on the Premier League.
Yep.
And also the Europa League can be a backdoor into the Champions League as well. And it can help us get some silverware also. So that's how I'm looking at it. But am I confident we still finish top 4, even though we've not had a good window? Yes.
I think you're in a position of power. I just think that
I just don't rate. 1, I rate the manager we have. 2, even though, like I said, we've let players go, we still have enough firepower. And 3, also, the competition around us is not great. That's how I'm looking at it. So, yeah, I'm still confident we finish top 4. Still. And then we got the FA Cup with a favourable draw. I expect us to beat Middlesbrough on Saturday. I'm confident they're going through to the 5th round. And the Champions League, if we get a favourable draw, we could end up in the semi-finals. So I believe, obviously it'll be tough, people, don't get me mistaken. Atletico Madrid could knock out Manchester United. But we're not playing a PSG. We're not playing a Liverpool. We're not playing a Bayern Munich. We're playing Atletico Madrid, who I'm confident of beating. And then if we get through to the quarterfinals and we get the winner, which I want, the winner of the tie, Villarreal Juventus, I'm confident of beating either of those two as well. Confident.
Oh yeah, like Juventus aren't the same team.
And then we're into the semi-finals and then final 4. Who knows who we gonna get? Because yes, would I favour? I've said this before about the Champions League. The 3 English teams, Bayern Munich, PSG, or Real Madrid, because one of them's going out. I favour all of those 5 teams against Manchester United, but that doesn't mean we can't win the ties.
No,
Doesn't mean we can't cause upsets. But are those 5 teams favourites against us? Yes. But I'm hoping they knock each other out. Real Madrid just drew PSG. I believe we get an all-English tie in the next round. 100. I expect all 4 clubs
I will
to go through.
I will name in the English tie as well.
Who do you reckon it'll be? You reckon
Us and
Liverpool?
City.
You reckon Liverpool City? I'm hoping for that.
It will be us and City.
I'm trying to see Liverpool City.
I would put money on it.
I put you man on the other side of the draw as well. That'd be great.
I'd put a lot of money on it being us and City.
I'm thinking it's Liverpool City. Well, I do 110% believe in the quarterfinals we will get an all-English tie.
Yeah.
Because 4 of the 8 will be
United,
English.
Chelsea or something.
Better not get Chelsea. Better not get Chelsea. I know too many Chelsea fans. There's too many Chelsea fans on my channel. I don't need that.
I need that.
I don't need that. No, Liverpool City, that's what we need. Or run it back. Liverpool Chelsea, that's what you should do. Run it back. That's exactly what you should do. The Luis Garcia goal, Mourinho versus Rafa.
How well did that go
Magic
for them?
Knights. Yep, that's between you two. You two can sort it out.
I'm just saying, like.
Hey, I'm not here representing them. I'm saying that's between
I know.
you two.
I'm just saying out loud.
That's
Like, how
fine.
well did that go for them?
Hey, chat to them, innit? Like, I'm just
No,
saying.
they can chat to me. Difference.
Put
I don't need to
Liverpool
chat to them.
City, Liverpool
They
City,
can chat to me.
Liverpool City, Chelsea, Bayern Munich, all on the other side of that draw. Because normally they draw the quarterfinals and the semis
Semi-finals
at the same time. Yeah. So we need all the you lot on the other side of the draw. That's what I'm hoping for.
Maybe.
100%. That's what it is. Yo, yeah, if you hear any noise in the background, people, it's just people walking around and doing work at Pi Radio. We don't stop. We
don't stop.
We're here 24 hours, pretty much a day.
Do you know what does stop?
Um,
Tottenham and Arsenal's deadline day deals.
You got a valid point. But yeah, that's my thoughts on United. Do some business. That's all I'm gonna say. Do some business. Jeez. Have we covered? I think we've covered everything.
So, update. Obviously, Aubameyang's decided to get out of North London because it's a mess.
Yep.
Decided to go to sunny Barcelona, which you can't blame him, to link up with Adama Traore, Ferran Torres, Carvalho to Liverpool from Fulham. That looks like it's going to go right down to the wire. Fulham, man. You can get in the bin as well. Like, I don't know what planet they're living on. They're going to lose. Right, so Harvey Elliott, was out of contract, right? Liverpool went and signed him. He then went to a tribunal because obviously they trained him up, so you're entitled to go to a tribunal. They got £3 million. Carvalho is out of contract in the summer. Yeah. We offered $5 million. Bear in mind, we've also loaned them Harry Wilson this summer. Yeah. They're trying to hold out for £12 million. In what world are you ever going to get £12 million? We will just take you to a tribunal in the summer and you will get 2 or 3 million. We are offering you £5 to £7 million. Take it. Would you not take that right now? If you're full, joking aside, forget it's Liverpool. You would take that right now.
Yeah, of course, the logical. But have they said the reason as to why they don't want to?
But the worst thing is, and this is how stupid that they're being. They've turned around and said that they want to keep him to the end of the season. Liverpool have gone, well, that £5 to £7 million. We also loan him back to you for the rest of the season. What are you playing hardball for, mate?
Yeah, if you loan him back, so you pay for him, and I don't know. There's got to be something more to that because that don't make sense from their end.
Because they weren't happy with the whole tribunal fee that Harvey Elliott got.
There we go.
But then you know how bad the tribunal went last time. Are you going to run that risk to take it to the tribunal again? No. Who's in charge here?
Someone at Fulham. Super Fulham.
Are they related to Ed Woodward? Clearly this man doesn't know football. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me right now. Like, honestly, it doesn't. Like, let the man go. You're going to get him back on loan. You don't lose out any money. You don't have to go through to court. You don't have to go through to the tribunal. Just let it be. In the words of my daughter, Elsa, let it go. Just let him go.
Yeah. That's Frozen, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. I've watched that. I've watched that.
I can't stand
so many times over the past couple of days. It's hurting me.
I can't stand it. That Baby Shark. Oh my! And this Baby Shark got more remixes than Diddy.
Oh nah. Oh no. You've no idea. There's an American guy called Blippy. I would get arrested for the stuff I want to do to him. This guy, 7 o'clock in the morning, ain't it? He is not it. See, I'll show you a clip if you understand exactly what I'm talking about when we finish.
I'm glad I have it less than you because it's only my niece who I see, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway, completely off track.
I leave that
completely off track.
They say kids, you know what I'm saying? The best thing that could ever happen to you, fam. You know what I'm saying? You got a big house, just go to the other side of it, but go and carry on, fam. Use your big book stroll, fam. Don't let him lie to you and that. You got triple glazing and that. Big back garden and that.
This is how wild Flores is
4-bedroom house converted.
That hat on Flores' head costs £250, and I don't know what he's talking about. It's a £250 Russian hat. Like, you can only get from certain stores. He had to get that specifically imported from Moscow, Russia. I don't know what planet he's living on. That's an expensive hat.
Hey, if you believe that, people, you believe anything. But go on, fam. Say what you're saying.
It's an expensive hat.
Yeah,
I'm interested in what you guys think about Ericsson to Brentford.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Listen. This is why we've got a producer.
Facts. We doing bad transfer dealings than North London currently. Oh, and carry on.
I love it.
Yeah, you do love to see it. It's a football love story, innit? Like, I'm not into nostalgia and all that, but yeah, I do love it, 100%.
100%. That day when Ericsson went down was that day for football. Because you think to Mark Vivian Foe, you think to Muamba, and then you watch that and it's just like, yeah, you genuinely feared the worst when we spoke about it when BBC disgustingly decided to zoom in, and then you had Gary Lineker calling them out.
Yeah, I think someone put it out and they were saying it wasn't the BBC's coverage.
No, it wasn't. It was UEFA's coverage. But then you had Gary. That's what I mean. But then, because obviously BBC was streaming it, you had then BBC got the abuse and it wasn't them. Thanks for clearing it up. Gary Lineker was calling UEFA out. They were then zooming in on his wife and his kids, and they were crying because the show of unity that Denmark shown up is the reason why I love football. The fact that they all linked arms and gathered around him so no cameras could zoom in terms of what was going on. Kasper Schmeichel going and consoling his wife, and then you think that this man's never going to play football again. And then he's at a team which I've got a real soft spot for in Brentford. He's back in London. He's back playing football. It's just what that does for Brentford in terms of shirt sales, commercially. It's a phenomenal signing.
It's a great signing for them. It's a great signing because aside from all those things you talked about, he's still a quality footballer as well. Do you know could be the difference in them staying in the Premier League.
Do you know who should have got him? Newcastle.
Newcastle are a shout. Spurs are a shout.
Yeah, but he never got Spurs. Again, come on.
He was there before.
Yeah, but why would he want to go there? They're probably the reason why he ended up nearly having a heart attack in the first place. What? What? What?
This is one of them times where I go the views of from a fan I view and the views of the host only and not as Pi Radio, as a radio, or as a
Are you honestly going to tell me that Christian Eriksen would ever want to go back to Tottenham?
Yo, he might.
Why?
It's a better proposition than Brentford.
Is it?
Yeah, come on now, it is.
Less, no, joking aside, less stress.
It is. It is less stress. There is less pressure. Yes, there is less pressure.
So that's the point I'm talking about.
It is less pressure. That's
for his actual health, going back to Tottenham is not a good idea.
I hear you.
Going back to Tottenham is not a good idea.
I hear you. I hear that. It's still absolute carnage the way you delivered that, but yeah. Absolute carnage. The way you delivered that. And that's what I would say. This is me saying that's carnage. That is terrible, yo. You know what I'm saying? That is carnage. Like, that is a red card. That is a red card, isn't it? Like, we get a lot of bookings, but that is a red. That's a straight.
What do you mean?
That's a straight red. 3-match ban, and then we're gonna add on. You get me? Additional matches to ban. But yeah. All that aside, yeah, it's phenomenal. It's a very good move. 110%. Very, very good move for him, and exceptional for Brentford as well.
Oh,
like I'm saying, that could be the difference between them staying in the Premier League. That gives all the players a lift. A player of that caliber coming into the club, that gives all the fans a lift as well.
It's just
I can see that. We talk about certain managers. We spoke about Newcastle going after Eddie Howe to get a manager to uplift the club. He can do that for Brentford.
It's just little things like what the lift it has in terms of the training.
Yes.
So you see Eriksen ping a ball in training, like, ooh.
Player. Yeah.
And then when he talks in the dressing room, it will hit differently.
Yes.
Like with the greatest respect, you've got another thing we need to discuss. Speaking of Brentford, which I'm going to come on to in a minute, and I know you know what I'm talking.
Oh
about.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But it's like it hits different from like a Janssen talking about it to and Christian Eriksen talking. Oh, I'm actually going to listen. Do you know what I mean?
Pay attention to someone who's been on a skidell.
Speaking of off-field stuff, Ivan Toney.
Yeah, man. Oh, don't get.
Wow.
You got clipped, man. Like, that's what happens, man.
Why are you going to throw your career away over a chick?
At
a festival?
Happens. You lose your mind, innit? Liquor and... Because we can't... Wait, because we on radio. Because we're on
You
YouTube,
were literally about to get a red card as well, then, innit? You were literally about to get red carded as well.
Yeah, I just don't want to say too much. But
I understand this. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like liquor and... I say liquor and women is different. We know what it's like.
Yeah, but you're a Premier
they
League
can be
footballer.
every man's kryptonite.
No, but you're a Premier League footballer at this
I
point.
hear that, but he's still Ivan Toney, a man thirst.
Nah, but like, but this is the Ivan Toney where he's fought his way through the ranks in terms of the lower leagues, got his way up to the Premier League, potentially on the move or potentially on the verge of a big summer move, and that's just gone up down the drain. You decided to get drunk and start talking a madness about the parent club and start saying F Brentford and stuff like that. Like, you're employed by these man.
Yeah, but because this is where I will say.
But imagine Tupac saying like nonsense when he was signed by Suge Knight.
Saying F Death Row. He probably did. The word is he wanted off of Death Row, but that's a whole other conversation.
You get my point now.
My point now, I do hear your point. Like, it's out of context. There's more to
I was
video.
about to say, imagine Aubameyang doing that to Arsenal, but he's done that several times at Arsenal.
There's more context to that video. Like, he's not just said that. There's more to it. It's on him, though.
It's
for getting like caught out. You wave. That's what happens. You're in it. Once you're up, we've all been there. In a rave, waved, females. You gonna say carnage, but me and you are not professional footballers. That's on him. I let her film you in that. But you got caught in the moment. He was feeling himself. That's all it was. Because she might support, I don't know who she supports, but he's just saying that. But we'll get over it. Brentford fans will get over it.
Oh yeah, they'll get over
no?
it. Like,
Is it ideal? No, but I thought people made a big deal out of it, to be honest.
it's still wild though. Yeah. It is. They're in a relegation battle, and my man's talking about F Brentford.
Yeah, but I understand what it is. He's not saying F Brentford like, yo, man's just wave with a female. It happens.
Yeah, but
I've been there. Like, it's not that deep. You've been there. To me, I know you've been. Every guy who's watching this has been.
Wait? Hold up. Do you not put your absolute nonsense on me and Toomey? Me and Toomey are sat here nice.
So you've never been there. Is this what we're doing?
Are
we lying to the? Are we lying to the people now? Because if these cameras are off, we taking different conversations. See, that's why Toomey just laughed.
I am the man of the people.
Yeah, you are a man of the people. So don't lie to your peoples. Then we've all been there. Obviously, because you don't like beforehand. I'm saying before you with your significant other. We've all been in them situations before. Not necessarily doing bad things. You're waved in a rave. Females, it happens. You say wild stuff. He needs to know better, though. He doesn't.
This is what I'm saying. Like, this is when this man is not on a.
He needs to do better.
This man is not on a minimum wage. This man is on a significant wage.
Absolutely,
has to do better. Like, this man's got kids at Brentford that idolise him.
Yeah. He needs to do better on that front. He needs to do better. Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's not good. Do you know who else needs to do better? Tottenham and Arsenal in transfer windows. 110%. Genuinely, yeah. When this, because obviously this Aubameyang deal throughout the day, it was on, it was off, then it completely fell apart, and then there was a genuine report which is Aubameyang refuses to go back to London. He's staying in Barcelona. I was like, wow, this man is pushing this move through, and then half an hour later, Toomey goes, Aubameyang to Barcelona.
He's doing the Aubameyang thing, fam. That's what it is. What did he call him? Aubameyang.
Do you remember that?
Remember
that? Like,
what was the chant in it?
That was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, man. Like he went to the.
Although we spoke about it, do you know who has done phenomenal business?
Who?
Aston Villa.
All right, go and talk about it.
Listen.
Talk about Villa.
The Villa. Villa. Oh, Villa. Villa. One. Digne is unbelievable signing for them. It's Digne, right?
Yes, Digne is phenomenal.
Callum Chambers came out of nowhere. They did the same thing what they did with Danny Ings, where just out of the blue, Callum Chambers. I think that's a good signing for them in terms of depth. I don't rate Mings whatsoever. Never have, never will. Right? Coutinho. The impact he had at Manchester in that United game was unlike anything I've seen. And then obviously you then watch him go away to Everton. Did you see Gerrard smile at the end when he was walking off the pitch? Please tell me you've seen that.
I didn't see it, no.
You've not seen it. So obviously the Everton fans are going mad. He's just smirking like, and he's staring right at him.
You see that? That's what you love about football. Is that?
I was like,
that pantomime. Like, it's pantomime. That's all it is. It's films, man. You got the villains, of the heroes, whichever side you're on. Like, that's what that's all about. Get me? Him smiling at you shouting abuse. We've been told to football grounds and shouting hella abuse at players. I've done it.
Oh yeah.
I better call them every name under the sun. It's great. And then if they score and cup their ears or do the fingers or whatever, like, is what it is.
Jamie Vardy with the bird.
Yeah, Jamie Vardy and that. Like,
I love that.
You love that about
my
football.
favourite celebration.
And that's what makes football.
Nah, like
wrestling.
Aubameyang, Adebayor, full length of the pitch to Arsenal.
Adebayor.
That was the moment where Arsenal, everything just went downhill.
Yeah, man, they've been downhill, man. Everyone just celebrates against them. I'm saying they won a league title since 03. We're in 2022. 03. There's Arsenal fans who have grown up who haven't seen you win a league title. Like, I'm not hearing this. I'm not hearing this whatsoever. Have we got any more? Or is that the
West Ham?
Talk about
West Ham moving mad, trying to buy Rafinha.
Be a great signing for them.
That's never happening. He'll move into somebody. He won't go to West Ham.
No, I expect him to make a bigger jump, and that's no disrespect to West Ham.
West Ham needs to know the place. Like,
I expect him to make it bigger.
It was a wild one for me. I was like, what?
All right, I just clicked on the YouTube and see how that man looks good in all black.
Who?
Complete side note. Me. I'm saying. With the black hoodie with the black. I'm just seeing it there, isn't it? Because they had froze. I was like, I'm actually looking for the questions as well. But here we are. Big up to C1, says Man United might suffer from burnout, to be honest, because all the players they let out. Man United might suffer from burnout, to be honest, because of all the players they let out and not getting anyone in.
Good point. It's a good point.
Nah, I think we have enough. The problem is
point.
not quantity, it's quality. They even we're playing a 4-4-3, 4-3-3. So you have, let's say, Sancho left, Lingard right, Ronaldo up top. Backing that up, you can have
it's
Cavani through the middle, Alanga left, and Rashford right hand side. Just using that as an example.
But it's not to the right though. That's the issue.
Yeah, the quality's not right.
No, I'm talking about the setup isn't right. The 4-2-2-2 just doesn't work for United.
No, that's why he's been playing 4. He switched to that. That's why we've been playing 4-3-3.
And look at the difference.
Yeah. But he's figured out. What I like about Ralph is that he was proactive with that. He tried the 4-2-2. He's then tried and he utilized it. Before he utilized it, he changed it against Brentford when he went to the 4-1-3-2 when he pulled off Ronaldo and stuff. So we got options, but the 4-3-3 works. The problem isn't burnout because the players are still there. It's quality. Yeah. It's a quality issue. Like I said, we could have our front could be Sancho, Rashford, and Ronaldo. The back three, and then the next three backing that up could be Alanga, Lingard, Cavani. And then you've still got Juan Mata to throw into that mix as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not, I just named 7 players off the top of my head. Pogba can play out wide in one of them positions. That's 8. So you've got 8 players for 3 positions, across 3 positions. We'll be fine. So if there's an issue, it will be quality. Because Martial should be starting for us and Diallo should be our backup right winger. That's how we should be running. And obviously they didn't plan for, what my man did, who they need to throw under the jail. There was no plan for that. Yeah. So that's what I would say on that. But we'll see. Midfield is a bigger problem.
Midfield's a big problem.
Midfield because we only got Matic, McTominay, Fred, Pogba, Bruno.
But
we got 5 for free. So a couple of injuries, then you're down to the bare bones. Unless he's going to use some of the youngsters. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Maybe he's looking to, maybe these youngsters he see, he's like, all right, I'm going to utilize him. I told you, man, Rolly Ralph, man. In Double R, I trust. This is why I'm not even fretting. Like, did shout out to my guy, Statman Baines. He was, I did a show with him before this. He is stressed. He is on his knees. Pause. Stressed. Like, about Manchester United. I'm like, yo, relax. We got Rolex Ralph in charge. Ralph Ragnick, Double R. I'm not talking about Roman Reigns or Rough Rider.
Fulham have given Liverpool their final demands for Carvalho. The player wants to move. It's up to Liverpool now. Interesting. That is going to go right down to the wire.
And C1 says, flawless leave. And you lot get your questions in as well. Flawless leave the Lampard slander for one day. It's not even slander. He's just not a good manager.
It's just truth hurts. He's a terrible manager.
He's not a good man. And he's not whatever need.
Nope. He's also not what football need. How dare a football manager ever try and sell N'Golo Kante?
This guy, you ain't laying
what? Like, it's blasphemy.
You ain't laying that.
It's like trying to sign, like, genuinely, it's like Pep when he took over Barcelona trying to sell Ronaldinho.
I hear you.
In his prime, like, you don't do that. This is N'Golo Kante.
N'Golo Kante,
Man tried to sell him. Man needs to go sell himself. N'Golo Kante. Have a word.
Have we covered all the major transfers?
Pretty much, yeah.
I think so. I know you need to dip, so we'll close out, fam. But we will be back fully, people, like I said, with the show, 7 till 9. We're just still working through technical difficulties, but we're here. We will be adding a third to the show. Next month, isn't it?
Yeah, end of this month.
Oh, is it no? Is it end of Feb?
Yeah, end of Feb. So,
okay, it's still January now.
Yeah.
Technically January.
So, yeah, end of next month, end of Feb, we will have a third person.
It'll be interesting. Like I say, Sol putting the game in G Unit.
Quick question.
Yeah, go.
Best January transfer signing?
Diaz.
No, I mean, like, of all time.
Of all time?
Yeah.
Andy Carroll to Liverpool.
This guy got jokes. I would say between 2, Vidic and Patrice Evra.
Van Dijk.
They're the 2 that stick out for me.
Van Dijk to Liverpool.
Fair, that's a goodie.
It's a
Not even a dispute on that. That's a goodie.
So, Bruno. So, for me, Coutinho to Liverpool, £8 million. The fact he's selling for them, 142 million is a joke. Van Dijk. What was the one I was thinking of? Vidic stands out. £7 million is a joke
as well. Manchester United.
7. Oh, that signing is Fergie through and through. Where you going, Manchester City? No, you're not. Come here. I'll pick you up at the train station. Yes, I will. love Fergie. Like, Liverpool fan or not, he's one of my favourite managers ever.
He's one of the goats. He is the goat. He is the bar. Sir Alex Ferguson.
I was trying to think of any other January signings that stand out.
Big one. Where is it? I'm gonna Google this and have a look. Google this and see what's what.
Torres to Chelsea.
Yeah, this guy got jokes.
What?
Guy got jokes.
What? Nah, Suarez to Liverpool.
Was that January?
That was January. Same window as Andy Carroll. £22 million. What a signing that was.
Let's have a look here.
Think about
So
that.
you said Ashley Young, Reyes, Artel, Adebayor,
Adebayor.
Yovi Tillemans.
Was that in January?
That's what he's saying. Yeah, it was in January.
Okay.
Very surprised about this. So let's see. Aubameyang, speaking of him, that was January.
Yeah, but that's not a great signing, is it?
Just
What?
Suchek, Tillemans,
Suchet's the one. Suchet's a standout there.
Adebayor to Arsenal was one.
To Arsenal? Okay.
When he left Monaco. 5 million in 2006.
Who else?
I'm just going to keep going. None of these are really. Jermaine Defoe,
To,
Sunderland from Toronto FC. in
Yeah.
2015.
yeah, the whole Bradley Lowry story. I love that.
Coutinho, who you mentioned.
£8 million.
Nemanja Matic, Benfica to Chelsea.
In January?
Yep.
Was that 31 mil?
35 close. Close. That's a significant one. Yeah, Bruno, who Tumi mentioned. Patrice Evra, who I mentioned. Suarez, who you mentioned. Vidic. Yeah, Van Dijk. Yeah, that pretty much, I think, yeah. The biggest ones. 100%. Yeah, it is. We covered everything.
Andy Carroll. Great signing.
This guy, you're a joker. Anything you want to add, fam? You want to close out?
Yeah.
Is it? Anything you want to add before we close out?
Yeah.
Go on.
It's just a goodbye song to Burnley for the Premier League status.
Yeah, Watford need to do the business.
Na, 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 na. As you can tell, I've been watching Remember the Titans, so I had it in my head. Na, 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 na. Hey. Check your back, Burnley. You abs, get in the bin. Arsenal get in the bin. Transfer window dead. Spurs get in the bin. Absolutely dead. Goodbye. What? Do you disagree with anything I've just said there?
Nah, I'm all for it.
That's what this is. Like
I
what
was
I'm saying.
saying it was an unnecessary shot at Burnley with the song, but here we are. It's just unnecessary, that's all. I don't understand the hatred towards Burnley.
I don't understand
Go on.
how Arsenal and Tottenham can't get transfer deals done. But anyway,
It's Arsenal and Tottenham. It's North London.
So what else I can't understand?
Go on.
How we've upgraded and United haven't, but we move.
Yeah, you're serious. United need to call Saul. But on that note, we're going to close out the show. We'll be back next week, people.
Better call Saul.
Monday. Hey.
Hey,
That's
come
On
on.
that note, we are going to leave the show. Mondays, we'll be back, people, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. Discussing all things Premier League. Actually, we'll be discussing FA Cup. It's FA Cup weekend, so we will be
FA Cup
discussing,
weekend.
obviously, Burnley versus Watford, but then the FA Cup weekend. And we'll probably, what we'll do next week is rate everybody's season so far. We'll do that. We'll rate every Premier League team. So from 20th place all the way to first, on a scale of 0 to 10, we'll rate everybody's season so far.
I'm going to enjoy next week.
Yeah, them shows is always good.
I can tell you straight away what I'm going to give Burnley, but I'll save that till next week.
Hey, it varies on what's it called though?
On
If
the
they beat
what?
Watford, they could be out of
They
the
still,
bottom three.
I don't care.
This guy, he's just a hater. Well, love to everyone that's locked in. That's Toomey just changing the camera battery. That's it. But this has been From a Third Eye View on Pi Radio. Big up for tuning in.
Peace.